So here we are back in Winchester on the coldest day of the year, sun shining, lovely and fresh, and we've got King Alfred and the buses. We actually stood in something called Abbey Gardens. You might know it as such. It's a little park in the centre of Winchester. It's called Abbey Gardens because there was an abbey here which has been lost. There's almost nothing left to see, but this park was on part of it. This abbey was called the Minster, and it was actually created by King Alfred's widow once King Alfred had died. She built it in about 901 or 902. There's nothing left because at the dissolution of the monasteries, as you'll see in the other video about Hyde Abbey, that abbey and this abbey was demolished. So anyway, that's where we are. In fact, before we leave that subject, there is, if you look closely down a footpath not far from here, there is a bit they've excavated, and you can see a little bit underground and some coffins in disarray, as I seem to remember. Now back to King Alfred's statue. This was built behind me. I hope you can see it if the cameraman moves around a little bit.
Woman.
And it was built by, or it was designed by Sir Haymo Thornycroft. He actually had a different first name, but I can't quite recall at the moment. But it was built in 1899 to commemorate the 1000th year of King Alfred's death. And he's also, Haymo Thornycroft is also famous for building the statue of Oliver Cromwell outside of Westminster Palace, and he built many other many other famous sculptures. In fact, he was from a large and long-lasting artistic family who had other sculptors as part of it. So if you're in Winchester, I think this is a great place to come, and even on a cold day like this, it's really quite atmospheric. So here we see a bit of the Abbey Gardens, the site of the Minster, and as I said, it's a lovely place to, even on a cold day like this, have a sandwich and a bit of a break. And just here on the right, I noticed that there's a little pillar, and I need to do a bit of research to investigate whether that is one of the very few remaining above ground parts of the Minster Abbey. I think it was actually called St Mary's Abbey. Anyway, let's pan back round and we'll see you later. So folks, this is the excavated bit of the Minster, later called St Mary's Abbey in Winchester, that I told you about just a short while ago when we were in the park. As you can see, there's a few coffins and a few, well, let's say foundations, which may actually not be foundations. They might have been above ground back in 902, yeah, this is surrounded by council offices, and I'm not quite sure what I think of that, but never mind. There's an information board which is also very useful, and time to move on.